Buongiorno, buongiorno a tutte e a tutti. Welcome to the University of Parma. Welcome to the city of Parma. For the people who are here with us today in our room, but also the people who are watching us, following us, and who will be able to ask questions as well from wherever they are in the world. So again, welcome. It's a huge pleasure to be able to talk to you for a few minutes, giving you first of all the greetings of our institution, our rector Paolo Andrei, who has been part of the discussions that have led to the organization of this day, but also especially welcome on behalf of the Department of Humanities, Social Sciences and the Cultural Industries. My name is Diego Saglia. I am the head of the department. And I'll just give you some contextual information about, let's say, the context in which this event and future project insert themselves. The department, as you can imagine, is a very vast reality that gathers together a whole range of disciplines, from the modern languages and literatures to history, to ancient philology, music, the arts, psychology, Italian studies, philosophy, and listing them all would take me a little bit too long. And normally a lot of my colleagues who are not mentioned and their disciplinary areas are left out, then they write an email to me complaining that. But hopefully they won't be following online today. We are, as I've just said, a very variegated reality inside a very active department in terms of teaching, in terms of research, and in terms of public engagement. We have, together with the Department of Economics, the largest number of students in the entire university, which is a very ancient institution. It goes back to the 10th century. It's had very long and colourful history, and nowadays it is one of the large universities in Italy that has also a very strong international side to it. And as a department, obviously, we're deeply invested in all of this. And what we are going to experience today is very much in line with this international vocation. International, not just in terms of institutional relations, but also in terms of research projects. The section of modern languages is particularly active, as you can imagine, in this line of research and in creating connections and contacts. The event that we are taking part in today, and that will also see developments in the future, I think it depends on what we are going to discuss today, but I think that already there's a lot of materials that have been debated in a preliminary way, so I'm pretty sure that the future will lead to to an evolution. Everything emerged from discussions, very, very informal discussions between myself and Professor Martinez, who will be speaking after me, and let's say that initially, ideas were, let's say, a little bit vague, murky, just like the object that we are going to start concentrating on today. But the idea was that, apart from the cultural relevance of this topic, it could also have, for the community of scholars working on Fernando Pessoa, but we also thought that the local relevance of this work and what it might come to signify would be extremely, extremely interesting. So we started thinking about a whole range of possible activities. This is the first one that materializes, but there will be more, and I'm not divulging anything at the moment. Also because we have started contacting various local institutions in the areas of theatre and music, and as I said, our rector, who is always extremely connected with these ideas, with these suggestions, was very much behind all of this. Having opened these ways, then I sort of stepped into the background and left everything to Professor Martinez, who is mainly responsible for the organization of today for contacting all of the scholars who are sort of with us today from a variety of places around the world. Some of them will also be speaking online in the afternoon. And he will also be responsible, so I'm already giving him another kind of task at the moment, for the continuation and for, to keep cultivating what comes out today. So my thanks, first of all, to my colleague Enrico, also to my colleagues in Portuguese Studies from our department. And again, thanks very much for being here. I'm not going to take up any more time because Enrico, I guess, will be saying a little bit more in depth and in detail the beginnings of this project and also how the, let's say, future outlooks might be and future possibilities and future potentialities. Last thing I'm saying is that what I can see already is an extremely interdisciplinary project that, if we send it in the right direction, might see in the future the participation of specialists from other areas. We're already thinking about history, but also Italian studies and a whole range of English studies. I will be speaking in a little while, trying to give a little contribution. So this, again, is really in line with the way our department thinks of itself and tries to promote cultural research and teaching-related activities. So thanks again, and let's have a magnificent day conference. Thank you again.